Welcome to the second Future of Education Summit in Qatar. A huge thank you to all our partners, as this gathering would not be possible without all of your support. To all our speakers, I'm honored to be your chairman today. Building on the success of last year's inaugural conference, this edition will delve into the transformative changes and technological innovations over the past year. I'm so excited to tell you that we have a fantastic set of speakers for you here today, and some great panels, which I believe will leave you truly stimulated, bringing together experts from all different fields of education. Some of the key themes of this day include the integration of advanced digital technologies such as AI and virtual reality, the importance of a personalized learning approach, and the role that data analysis can play in enhancing educational outcomes. You know, education is such that we often work in silos, but not today. Not today. This diverse lineup of speakers includes educators, policymakers, technology innovators, and thought leaders. I anticipate that this monumental summit is going to contain, among other things, what I like to call the 3 C's. Thought-provoking conversations, some pioneering content, and hopefully some potential for collaboration. I believe there'll be plenty to take away from the brilliant keynote speakers and the panels, and the networking conversations that we will have. I'm so excited to get this summit going. We, as educators here, are all on the precipice of change as we collectively step forward to redefine learning for the generations of the future.
Several of the speakers and the panels today have said, yeah, but how do we take the first step? How do we do something that feels innovative and is helpful for our students? How can we actually move forward into the future?
Technology can personalise learning, it can engage the disengaged.
The leading British international schools are really pushing the boundaries of what you can do with technology.
Ask not what AI can do for you, but what you can do with AI.
Really good teachers embrace new tools regularly anyway.
It's going to be a bigger shift going forwards, in my opinion. That role, not as a knowledge giver, but as a facilitator to use that knowledge to gain these skills.
During the course of today, we have seen some fantastic panels with really fruitful discussions. I thank you all for your attendance and your attention, as well as thanking our wonderful panelists and keynote speakers. We discussed the rise of e-learning, blended learning, the ways in which educational data analysis can be used to enhance learning outcomes, and personalized education, the ways in which schools and educational institutions can improve the technological infrastructure. We talked about the way emerging technologies like the metaverse, ChatGPT, can transform and benefit the education sector. We also discussed what the future holds for education. And throughout all of that, there's one thing that came across, which was that education is changing. And we have to be open to that change. As educators, now more than ever, we have to be pragmatic in our approach to new technologies in order to keep up with those advancements, while also looking for new ways in which we can help our students and enhance their classroom experiences. This pragmatic approach is an obligation so we can best prepare our students for the future that lies ahead of them, because that future is not now. The future is much, much later. It is a future that is bright and brimming with exciting opportunities for us to build bridges between education, those new technologies, and the whole metaverse. We also have to engage in dialogue with our students about artificial intelligence. So I mentioned at the beginning that I wrote a book. And when I showed this to my students, it was a very, very rough version. And they said, "Sir, why don't you just get AI to write it?" I said, "Of course I won't do that." They said, "So why not?" I said, "Because, boys and girls, that would take away the human element. This is a book about my own stories. You can use AI as an assistive tool, but I would never get it to create something original. And having that conversation with them, I saw light bulbs click in their eyes. They were like, wow. We have to act by example. We have to engage in those dialogues, talk to our students about what AI should be used for and what it really shouldn't be used for. I encourage all of you to take what you've heard from our panelists, our keynote speakers, and go and try these things out in your schools, as you can all be the instruments of change. In a way, you are all now the gatekeepers for all that you've heard today. So now it's up to you to open those gates for the teachers in your schools. Thank you, and I hope to see you all at the next summit.